On the African savanna, it is not always the strongest who survive, but those who listen to the earliest warning signs of danger. That is when the red-billed oxpeckers appear. Their tiny feet grip the rough skin, while their sharp red beaks probe deep into the folds, pulling out ticks and parasites one by one. For the rhinoceros, these small birds are natural cleaners, helping reduce itching, blood-feeding insects, and hidden skin damage. Its body is massive, like a living fortress. Thick gray skin, dried mud, dust, and old scars cover its powerful frame. What makes this relationship special is that the rhino does not chase them away. It stands still, eyes half closed, only flicking its ears from time to time. Between a giant and a flock of tiny birds, a quiet trust has formed. But oxpeckers do more than clean. For the oxpeckers, the rhino's body is a rich feeding ground. For the rhinoceros, these small birds are natural cleaners. Danger often hides silently in the tall grass. One oxpecker suddenly lifts its head, then another stops pecking. Within seconds, the whole flock is looking in the same direction. The rhino may not clearly see the predator, but it understands the signal from the small guardians on its back. The chance for a surprise attack is gone. The lioness pauses, staring at the sharp horn and the massive body before her. After a few seconds, she turns away and disappears back into the tall grass. The danger has passed. One species gains food, a safe perch, and protection. The other gains cleaning, early warnings, and a better chance of survival. In the wild, survival does not always belong to the strongest. Sometimes, life is saved by a single warning call and by a silent alliance between two very different creatures. Across the vast wild landscapes of Africa and Asia, there is an animal that looks as if it has stepped out of prehistoric times. With a massive body, armor-like skin, a large horn on its head, and heavy footsteps that seem to shake the ground, the rhinoceros is one of the most powerful, ancient, and impressive animals still living on Earth. Rhinoceroses are large herbivorous mammals with strong bodies and short but powerful legs. They are not predators, but many animals still keep their distance from them. Their size, strength, and sharp horn alone are enough to make the rhinoceros a living fortress in the wild. Today, several species of rhinoceros still exist. The most well-known include the white rhinoceros and black rhinoceros in Africa, and the Indian rhinoceros, Javan rhinoceros, and Sumatran rhinoceros in Asia. Each species has its own appearance and habitat, but they all share one thing in common. They face serious threats from both nature and human activity. In Africa, the black rhinoceros often lives in savannas, dry bushlands, and open grasslands. Despite its name, the black rhinoceros is not truly black. Its skin is usually dark gray, often covered with dust and mud. Its thick, folded skin helps protect its body, but those deep folds can also become places where ticks, mites, and blood-feeding insects cling. The rhinoceros does not have good eyesight. From a distance, it may struggle to clearly see small movements in tall grass. But what it lacks in vision, it makes up for with a powerful sense of smell and excellent hearing. At the slightest unfamiliar scent in the wind or unusual sound nearby, its ears will quickly turn toward the source. For a rhino, hearing and smell are key tools for detecting danger. Although rhinoceroses look heavy and slow, they are not as sluggish as many people imagine. When threatened, they can charge with surprising speed. A powerful body weighing hundreds or even thousands of kilograms, combined with a strong horn, can make even lions think twice. But rhinos are not animals that seek conflict. Most of the time, they quietly feed, rest, wallow in mud, and defend their territory when necessary. A rhinoceros feeds only on plants. Depending on the species, it may eat grass, leaves, shoots, twigs, or low shrubs. The black rhinoceros has a flexible upper lip, which helps it pull leaves and young branches from bushes. Each day, it may spend many hours feeding and slowly moving across dry landscapes in search of food and water. One familiar behavior of rhinos is mud wallowing. When the sun rises high and the heat becomes intense, a rhinoceros may step into a shallow mud pool and roll its body until the mud covers its skin. This layer of mud helps cool the body, protect the skin from the sun, and reduce insects. As the mud dries, it forms a natural protective coating. In the wild, rhinos also have small but important companions. Red-billed oxpeckers are often seen perched on their backs. These birds use their beaks to remove ticks, mites, and insects from the rhino's skin. For the birds, the parasites are food. For the rhinoceros, the birds provide a natural cleaning service. More than that, when oxpeckers detect danger from far away, they may give sharp warning calls, helping the rhino notice threats it has not yet seen. Despite their strength, rhinos face their greatest danger from humans. For decades, they have been hunted illegally for their horns. Rhino horn is made of keratin, the same substance found in human hair and fingernails, but it is still sold illegally at extremely high prices. This has caused rhino populations in many regions to decline severely. Habitat loss is another major threat. As forests are cleared, wildlands shrink, and human settlements expand, rhinos lose the spaces they need to move, feed, and reproduce.